The horizon did not simply darken, it vanished. Amari, Nia, and Tunde stood like statues at the village gate as a massive wall of sand swallowed the world. From the heart of the choking dust, the Desert King emerged. His golden armor burned with a light so fierce it seemed to mock the dying sun. With a cold, effortless flick of his wrist, the king issued a silent command. His guards moved like shadows through the square, seizing every water skin and every sack of grain. The villagers watched in a hollow, terrified silence as their very survival was packed into the king's golden caravan and dragged away into the wasteland. Amari gripped his tunic so tightly his knuckles turned white, a silent vow forming in his chest. He looked at Nia and Tunde, seeing his own resolve mirrored in their eyes. He pointed toward the lingering trail of golden dust that led deep into the dunes, toward the fortress of stone. Their journey was a grueling test of spirit. The heat rose in waves, distorted and cruel. But they did not falter. As the sun began to dip, painting the sands in blood-orange hues, the towering gates of the fortress finally rose before them. Locked by ancient, shifting stone tiles, the path forward seemed impossible to any common traveler. Nia knelt before the gate, her fingers tracing the intricate patterns of the shifting tiles. She listened to the hum of the stone until a heavy, metallic click echoed through the canyon. The way was open. Inside, the corridors were a nightmare of light and shadow, filled with mirrors designed to break a person's mind. "Don't look at the glass," Tunde whispered. He planted his wooden staff firmly into the floor, closing his eyes to feel the subtle vibrations of the earth. He guided them past hidden pressure plates and lethal traps, his steady pulse leading them through the king's deceptive labyrinth. They reached the heart of the mountain, the throne room. There sat the Desert King, his fingers tapping a rhythmic, maddening beat against the Hourglass of Greed. The king stood, his heavy cape sweeping across the floor like a golden tide. He laughed, a sound that echoed harshly off the cold walls. But the three friends did not hesitate. Amari sprinted to the left, a flash of movement that drew the king's arrogant gaze. Tunde slid across the polished floor, his staff ready. Nia was the swiftest, reaching the pedestal just as the king realized the ploy. He lunged, a roar of fury escaping his throat, but Tunde stepped into his path, blocking the golden tyrant with nothing but seasoned wood and courage. Nia grabbed the hourglass with both hands and, with a scream of effort, flipped it. A sharp, crystalline crack shattered the air. The golden light surrounding the king flickered, turned gray, and died. The very foundations of the fortress began to groan and rumble. The stolen supplies shimmered and vanished, teleporting back to the village square. The king slumped onto his throne, his armor turning to dull lead. The friends raced out as the fortress crumbled behind them. Outside, the wind had died to a gentle breeze. Back home, the people cheered as the water barrels miraculously refilled. Amari, Nia, and Tunde stood together, watching the sun rise over a desert finally set free.